What is going on, everybody? Good afternoon. What is up? Happy Thursday to you all. This is another live edition of S.A.D, something about Dynamite here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. We are live. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. Tell your friends. All that fun stuff. Hit that bell notification. Be notified when we go live every single time here on the channel. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow button. If you're on Twitter, say what's up. What's going on, everyone? As always, I am Steve, and I'm here joined by the good brother, Chase Oliver. Chase, what's going on, bro? How are you, man?
Doing pretty well, Steve. Doing the good old job hunting, as people would say, and finding some good mixed results. Got a couple of interviews lined up. Hopefully, they lead to actual jobs, and it's not just an interview, and then nothing comes from it.
Well, I wish you the best, brother. Hope everything kicks up for you, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll be joined also by Big Mike in just a little bit here. Yes, this is your AEW Dynamite review for May 29th, 2024. The show was live last night from Inglewood, California, the Kia Forum. Last night, this was their post Double or Nothing episode. What did you think of the show, Chase, overall?
I thought it was a pretty solid show, actually. I wasn't like tempted. I only changed the channel during the learning tree stuff because I refuse to fall into the Jericho vortex like everyone else was falling into, being like, "Oh, this is great! Oh, Jericho finds a way. He does it again." I refuse. And just like I did with Bray Wyatt in the past, like a lot of people don't know, I used to review Raw on the weekly, and I would film and edit and stuff like that. When Bray Wyatt segments happened on TV, I never watched because I didn't want to get bamboozled by the Bray Wyatt stuff. Rest in peace, Bray. You're great, but I was done and sick and tired of it. So I would film my own skits going, "Ugly buggly," and I would just say a bunch of random shit that made no sense. And I would just guess what he would say on TV. So I have no opinion about the Jericho learning tree stuff. I refuse to watch it. I will refuse to watch it because I do not want to support the Jericho vortex. The reason why Jericho is still on television is because people support the vortex way too much. But other than that, I felt the episode was a solid episode.
Yeah,
I felt like something after a pay-per-view, like a good after the pay-per-view episode.
Yeah, I thought that the show overall was another solid show. This was again the post Double or Nothing show. I was expecting a little more. You come out of Double or Nothing. We got MJF, right? He showed up, cut that passionate promo, and you're like, okay, you're going to the Kia Forum, right? The same building where he cut that promo, right? That was a little cutting edge, and he called Tony Khan and effing Mark and all that stuff. And you expect him to be back there, right? The days after the pay-per-view, continue the momentum, to only find out literally moments after that he will not be there. He wasn't there last night. Instead, he will be there next week on TV. He'll be there next week on June the 5th to, I guess, address the crowd, something of that nature. Again, I was expecting him to be there last night. That's kind of like my only criticism, I guess, if you will. And outside of
the segments they did for Double or Nothing could have been used for this episode of Dynamite.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Could have been used for sure. Chase, you might want to check your settings real quick because you're kind of lagging a little bit there on my end.
It's my internet, bro. That's just how it is. I don't have the internet cable no more, Steve. It's the AT&T Cloud Go. It's the AT&T Cloud Go. I can't change that.
My fault. My apologies.
Yeah. Change the internet.
Okay. But overall, again, I thought the show overall, again, was solid. You're building up to Forbidden Door coming up in a couple of weeks. We know already what is going to be the main event. So we think, right? Again, it's a New Japan AEW show. For all we know, they might let, the IWGP title go on last. For all we know, the AEW title might open the show. We don't fucking know. But we do know it is official. It is official at Forbidden Door, the main event for the AEW World title. Again, I keep saying the main event. We're really not sure, but the AEW World title match is going to be Will Ospreay, who is the international champion, just won that title at Double or Nothing against Roderick Strong. After winning the Casino Gauntlet match from last night, he will be challenging Swerve Strickland. Now, a lot of people will have you believe, yes, it's too soon that we're doing this match. It's way too soon. There's some people that are saying, oh, it's going to be a banger, which I believe it will be. I think they're going to go out there. They're going to deliver. They're going to have this amazing match. But at the same time, I feel, honestly, it's too soon. I was thinking, all right, them two, Wembley Stadium. You can still do Wembley Stadium. That being said, when you think about it too, what is left for Swerve to do? Who would you have him face at this pay-per-view if not Will Ospreay at this point in juncture? I want to believe
the only one that comes to mind.
Okada?
That's the only other person I would say because, like, based off like who would be left, like if you're saying on big names and stuff, yeah. Okada would be the only one to pop up in my mind.
Yeah. You know what too? I thought, with that, I thought honestly, with that, I thought it was going to probably be Adam Copeland, but then Adam Copeland got hurt, obviously, right? Because you think about it, right? Copeland's been beating everybody in AEW. So if we're to go by the ranking, even though they haven't even posted the ranking system in God knows how long.
Yeah, he's done with that. He's done with the ranking, Steve. You know Tony Khan. Tony Khan, like he has these like spurs of being obsessed with something. And then after 2 weeks, he's like, he loses the obsession. Like Tony Khan literally gets like, remember there was that one time he was very, very like, oh, I want to make Rampage into this big show. And he tried for 2 weeks and then he got bored after that. He was like, I'm good. he just stopped doing it.
Yeah. I wanted to see MJ versus Strickland or Okada versus Strickland. I don't know about MJ.
I think Okada's so deep into that elite stuff that I don't know if that would have made sense with Swerve calling out the Elite for Okada to go for the world title too, but they already announced that Casino Battle Royale thing, so I don't think Okada would have been in that match per se.
Yeah, I really think again it would have been Adam Copeland, but then again he got hurt, so this was their best case scenario. A lot of people are under the assumption that it was enjoy it now, Swerve, because come June 30th in Long Island, you're dropping that title to Will Ospreay. I get that, but I don't really see it happening. I don't see Will Ospreay walking out with that title. I just do. I feel like they're gonna pull something where, again, because I'm under the impression that they're gonna run this match back at Wembley. They're gonna run it back.
I think Ospreay is gonna be feuding with the good old DCF. I think the Don Callis family going to. I think this is where finally Ospreay separates himself from the DCF.
Yeah, that too. That's possible too. I also feel like again, and I said this in our group chat because again, for the people that are saying it's too soon, and I'm also in that boat. It's kind of too soon. I also feel like this, right? I'm sure we've all heard the news, right? The word going around that Tony Khan was disappointed with the said offer that was given to him by Warner Brother Discovery. He's disappointed. He wanted more money. Again, that's the word going around, right? You also hear that, he's not really disappointed, right? I feel like had he not been disappointed, had he had his way, right, with Warner Brother Discovery, he got the deal that he would have wanted, this match is not happening in Long Island. I think this match is being placed because he wants to show Warner Bros. Discovery, this is what we can give you if you throw us more money. In my opinion.
I mean, it's a fair opinion to have. I mean, if you look at the numbers, those quarterly charts, Ospreay is moving numbers up. Same with Swerve. They're both guys that don't lose viewership. So it could be something where he is trying. And then a lot of the upfronts were there in LA. And so that was definitely a badass shot of, Will Ospreay and Strickland staring each other down with Swerve holding the title. He has his title. So I could see it where it's definitely, like, look at that. That's a badass fucking shot right there. Like that feels like there's some aura behind that shot. There's some like, oh, okay. Like, because Will Ospreay is one of the best in the world. And then, Swerve has, transcended into one of the best in the business. I wouldn't say he's in the best in the world category, but he's one of the best in the business, probably overall wise. So it makes sense, have these two wrestle. And I'm pretty sure that would be, if I was a upfront person, if I was an executive, I would feel some kind of excitement. And it feels out of the blue, out of nowhere, like, hey, we're going to have a big champion versus champion match and stuff. I want to shout out to Jimmy Macram on the review that the Trio Heat guys do. I always forget the name. And it's AE Ramble. On AE Ramble, him and SP3 were talking about it, and it kind of felt, and I agreed when he said this felt like Undertaker and Kurt Angle from No Out 06 before WrestleMania. So it was kind of like, oh, whoa, why are we doing this match before, the WrestleMania, which is all in the big Wembley show. So it's very interesting, but I'm not mad at it. I'm actually very happy with the more aggressive booking, because my complaint with AEW is that I feel Tony Khan's not aggressive enough with booking his stars, and especially, like, I always feel like sometimes when he starts making them into stars, it's just a tad bit too late. Like he just misses the boat on this. And also too, I always feel one of his bigger issues, especially with champions like Swerve, where they're like tweener baby faces, they can play heels if needed. Unless he has a direction or has a plan for who you're going to lose it to, he doesn't really know what to do with them. So he just throws them in good matches and hope that suffices. But now Swerve feels like a main character on the show, not one of the side characters, because he's going against, the guy that feels like, who ultimately feels like the guy he's building his company around in Will Ospreay. Say what you want about Hangman Page, say what you want about MJF. Will Ospreay, since he's got there, has been the guy that I felt Tony Khan, like, when he had the vision of AEW, Will Ospreay has been like the guy he's always wanted. And now that Will Ospreay is here, I just think that, Will Ospreay is that guy, but I don't think he's winning. I feel like it'd be way too overpowered for Ospreay to win. And then also too, I just think that it'll be good for Ospreay to have some sort of adversity. But I think the match is really, there is a point where, yes, maybe it is a little bit too soon, but under the circumstances, I think it's a good match that they put on.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
They put together.
I agree. First and foremost, I do want to take this time real quick here. Give a big thank you here to Super Chisholm. But before I do that, I just want to make it, nice here. There you go. Thank you, Super Chisholm, for the $5 super chat. I think what hurts AEW is the man who owns WB is so stingy with the money to the point he let the NBA walk.
Oh yeah, like that's one of the things that the WBD is just in debt. They're so like, they're looking to get AEW, because here's the thing. For anyone who thinks AEW, if they don't stay on WBD, they're doomed. No, anyone will take them, because wrestling is cheap, easy content. It's just that Tony Khan's looking at it from this landscape, and this is why. He's seen how much Raw is making. He's seen how much CW is paying for just NXT. He's seen what USA is paying for SmackDown. I think the USA SmackDown deal is $850 million, and then like the NXT deal is like $600 million. So he's looking at that. And keep in mind, Tony Khan also understands that Dynamite's not worth that alone. Like, Dynamite on its own will be worth something, but he's trying to sell his whole package. It's not just selling one TV show. He's selling Dynamite, Collision, Rampage, and all the other AEW properties that come with it. So if they ever want to do a behind-the-scenes show like they've been trying to do, whether it's Road to the Top or All Access, a network could have access to that type of stuff, and it's cheap, free, easy content for that network. Problem is, it's like, WBD don't want to spend that much, and my prediction has always been the max is 800 million, 600 million, probably the base offer. The max WBD will go was 800 million. That's just my personal opinion when it comes to the finances. And I don't know if AEW wants just 600 million. I think for all the content they produce, they're definitely worth 850 to 900 million. I can't say 1 billy. 1 billy. You like to play the no milli clip, Steve, but there was a point in time when the ratings were very strong and super healthy for AEW. And if I was a TV provider, I want a return on the investment. If I paid 1 billion and you guys are still in the 700,000 to 800,000 range through the whole time frame that I have you, I'm not even close to breaking even with ad revenue and everything that nature. So that's why I would only offer them 800 million, because that would at least then you would be, or 850 million, because you would at least break even by having AEW right there, especially with the all three shows, and you have other forms of way to get advertisement money, and then if you get their pay-per-views too. So yeah, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things.
Exactly. Chase, do you think Tony Khan loves Ospreay more than MJF deep down?
Oh, he does 100%. Why the fuck 100%. Would he? MJF literally. MJF has done everything he can to get the most money possible out of Tony Khan. MJF is someone that is very different in terms of, like, Will Ospreay. He is happy to be there. Like, I don't think Tony Khan could do anything to piss off Will Ospreay. New Japan dicked over Will Ospreay, and that dude was just happy that he could still wrestle there. Like, he was like, yeah, he was mad. He cut promos like, "Oh, I'm mad at this place," da da da. But he never like made it personal. It was just more of like, he understood that this is business. But Will Ospreay, as long as he can go out there and wrestle, he's good. MJF, he wants to go out there and wrestle, and he wants to get paid, and he wants Tony Khan to know his worth. And that's the thing, like, Tony Khan, it's like one of those things where, MJF, he wants to make sure that he's one of the top paid, top compensated wrestlers. So
absolutely. AEW is not worth Fed money.
To these TV networks, man, I don't know. These live content's so hard nowadays to read.
It is. Will is just from Romeo. Will just giving his friend the birthday match he wanted.
That's nice. What a good guy. See, Ospreay, great guy, top guy.
Exactly. We're a very top guy. Chief writes here, I would have had Swerve take on David Finlay cross promotional match. I think what they're gonna do at Forbidden Door is Bullet Club or the Bang Bang Gang versus Bullet Club War Dogs or something in that nature. I think it would make sense, but who knows, right? And I agree with Chief here. Swerve deserves better. Absolutely. Even though he's a champion, right? Brandon Brown right here. The Orange Man, and I'm not talking about Cassidy, is guilty of 34. No. But be safe about it's about charges. Be safe. It's about to be crazy. Yeah, it is. It is. And also thank you, Brandon Brown, for been a member for 5 months. Hope all is well with everyone. ATP baby. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. Hope all is well with you as well.
Sure.
But nevertheless, man, again, it's very interesting. It's interesting to see what's going on. Again, they're shaping up Forbidden Door for what it is. People again are having this whole discussion whether the match is too soon or not. At the end of the day, I agree. Again, it's the best match to make right now at a time where you got a lot of things going on, and if you're Tony Khan, again, you're trying to showcase to Warner, this is what we can offer. Watch this, But the show overall, per cage match, 7.86 out of 10. Again,
that's fair.
Solid show. Very fair rating, in my opinion. The show opened up with Mercedes Moné and her little celebration, right? After she defeated Willow Nightingale at Double or Nothing. She talked about herself being the greatest of all time. She praised Willow Nightingale, gave her a hell of a match, right? But even though she is surprised that she didn't see that coming regarding Stokely Hathaway and Chris Statlander screwing her over, and she criticized that Willow's way too nice. Way too nice. And then something happened. We got a video of Sky Blue in some like dark effect, whatever it was. And they showed a clip, and I forgot about this. I totally forgot about this.
I didn't, Steve, for all the wrong reasons.
Okay. It's Mercedes who she got attacked in that sit down interview, and it turns out that it was Sky Blue. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I totally forgot that it
You
happened.
don't remember that clip was going viral for a minute where she was just moaning on the floor and stuff? Like,
Yeah, at that point, yeah, but not.
dude,
I had to
I
rewatch.
remember that clip.
Sure. At Forbidden Door, don't give me Tanahashi versus MJF. I will. At,
They did that last year.
Door, yeah, they did it last year. Yeah, give me MJF versus Tanahashi. They did it last year. Watch it back.
Yeah, Tanahashi was struggling even then. His body was hurting then.
Exactly. But yeah, they revealed that it was Sky Blue. She attacked her from behind, and it just felt random, right? It felt very random, right? And from there, like you know, we got a match later on in the night. Led to a match. Your thoughts, Chase?
Mercedes promo was fine. You know, here's the thing with Mercedes. Her thing, like, I don't know if she believes she's a good talker, but I think she believes she's a good talker. And that, I feel like the thing with her promos, they never hit home with me. They're just very like, by the numbers. Here's the promo. There's I don't know why she's very charismatic in the ring, but I don't know why it doesn't translate to her mic work or anything. So it was fine. And then Sky Blue, sure. You know, who else is going to do the job to Mercedes at this point? Sky Blue's the perfect person for that. She's fine. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, Sky Blue also, you know, at one point in time was gaining some internet traction. So I think there's a smart booking. You know, Mercedes, your biggest female star, and Sky Blue. You know, there are certain websites that like her for other things besides her wrestling. So,
yeah. Western right here. I forgot about it probably because how long AEW PLEs are. Well, this was over a year ago. A year ago, almost to the date.
Wasn't it the opening match? It was one of the opening matches.
Yeah, the opening match because you know MJF's like, I'm gonna wrestle this match and fly back home. So he didn't want to be in Canada, right? So from there we got the opening match. It was an AEW World Championship Eliminator match presented by HBO's House of the Dragon.
No, I'm so excited for that new season, Steve. Have you seen House of the Dragon, Steve?
To quote a man I know, his name is Romeo Anthony Colon. Never seen it.
You never seen Game of Thrones?
Never seen it.
Oh man, dude, House of Dragons fucking insane, dude. It's about this family. They control dragons, obviously, but this family's sick, Steve. Like, there's uncles fucking nieces and doing all this other crazy shit, dude. Like, yeah, well, it's based off in the medieval times, Steve. So there's a lot of incestual things that are going on, and it's crazy. But the cliffhanger from season 1, oh my goodness, like, not and all hell is going to break loose, and I'm very excited to see how much they dive into the past. I read the book that they had, and the book was really good. So I hope they dive into more of the past of the House of the Dragons. But yeah, man, is Killswitch a dragon now? He evolved. He's no longer a dinosaur. He's now a dragon, huh?
He's a dragon. Yeah, close enough. You know, we'll go grab the lucha, grab the dinosaur. He's close to a dragon. Why not?
Man, he evolved. Damn, that's crazy.
He evolved. He they gave him the Firestone. You know what I mean? And now he's
he evolved. Dragon. No, Steve, it's a dragon scale, not the Firestone. They gave him the dragon scale.
He is green eye. He is green eye. No, yeah, hold up. Yellow eyes, like green dragon. Yellow eyes, green dragon. That's what he is now.
Yeah. He wears red. He wears red, bro. Come on.
Well, sometime, but you know, the idea he's a dinosaur, right? He's green at one point.
Damn. You know what I mean? Killswitch now dragon.
Yeah, the match was fine for what it was. There was a moment in the match where Killswitch was gonna hit him with a chair, and Nana, prevented it, and then Killswitch hit the chair, whatever it was, out of Nana's hand. Again, for what it was, they're promoting House of Dragons, and it was all said and done. Swerve got the win with the house call. Yep. Now, the match was fine for, like I mentioned before, and again, just promote the show. Again, Chase, I've seen that from what you're telling me, it's a must watch. So There was
It's
that
happening on
Chase.
Father's Day too, man. And the thing about Game of Thrones, Steve, they like to kill dads on that show, so it's very interesting. Very interesting.
Oh,
And I think I thought it was very fitting that Killswitch was trying to avenge his father, Christian Cage. Like, very good marketing by AEW. They knew what they were doing there with the House of Dragons, and like I said, the match was fine. Like, I'm just not a big fan of. Hey, we got to make this match mean something. Let's call it a title eliminator. Like, I'm not a fan of it. I will never be a. Even when WWE does those, I hate them because then it's like, wait, so if this guy wins, I have to go see this match again? Like, I'm all like, no, like, I don't want to see this match again if they win. Like just have it be a regular match. I get it. It's to add some stakes to it and stuff like that. So it's fine, but yeah.
And also factor into you also factor this into, right? Swerve beat Christian Cage on Sunday. Why is now the dinosaur or the dragon, whatever the fuck?
He's a dragon now, Steve. Come on.
Yes. And Nika writes here, why is Swerve in a max promoted match? Why is Swerve in a max promoted match? This is what Jeff Jarrett is for. I mean, if I recall, Swerve said he wants to do all this stuff. He's a workhorse champion, right? So
he's a cross promotional star. He doesn't want to just be limited to just being known as a wrestler and stuff. But yeah. I'm fine with. I mean, it wasn't like it's like when WWE when at their PLEs now they have like dude wipes and Wingstop and all these other ads during matches. It just felt like it was a match with. Remember that great triple threat at NXT the Stand and Deliver? Is that their WrestleMania show now called Stand and Deliver? It's like it was the Obafemi, Dijak, and that one fool Josh Briggs. That was sponsored that Knuckles and Knuckles. Kino was there. He was, it's just a promotion for the show and stuff. So what would have got me is if like Swerve had like a dragon egg and then he tried to crack it on Luchasaurus's head or Killswitch's head. That's what I've been like. Okay, what is our world champion doing? That's when you can say, Anika, this is where Jeff Jarrett's for. Like the video game, that Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game we were trying to promote. I don't even know if that happened.
And also factor into the big win here is that AEW is getting the bag for this too. I'm sure they got like a couple hundreds of thousands, whatever it was, just to So it's a win for Tony.
It's a good show. It's a good show. It's not like some crap. You don't know the show, Steve. Don't say it is.
Thank you once again, Will Chisholm, Super Chisholm, for the $2 super chat. Who had the most trolling laugh, Liv or Mercedes?
All right, so here's the thing. Liv Morgan's laugh. That just seems like her natural laugh. Like that's how she laughs all the time. Mercedes, that's a trolling laugh. That's a laugh that they teach you in acting class, and they say, "Hey, you got to laugh more menacingly. We need you to go." Like when Roman Reigns, he does this, like that kind of laugh. That's like an acting class laugh. That's Mercedes' laugh that she learned in acting when she took acting lessons. Like they told her, and if you really want to get under people's skins, laugh like this. That's what it does. Liv Morgan, that's her normal laugh. Like that's how she just laughs. So it's not really a trolling laugh because she has a record of this is how she just naturally laughs when she's talking. Mercedes, she comes off with the type of girl that would say, "That's so funny. Oh, that's hilarious." Like she doesn't really laugh. She's not one of those laughing girls. Maybe laugh like a couple times and stuff. But I think I don't know if Up, Down, Down still has all those archive footages. But I'm pretty sure if you saw some with Mercedes in there, you can tell what a normal laugh is, and then her acting laugh is.
Yeah.
That's literally her laugh. It's rookie. That's all. Every time when I hear that laugh, I just think of that Bianca Belair promo. Rookie. And like she called Bianca rookie.
Weston writes here, an interesting feud would be Christian versus MJF because Christian been the best wrestler in AEW this year, and MJF should hate that a Vince McMahon guy was carrying a company while he was gone. I'm sure it's a good match, but it's not really a reason for why he should, they should have a feud.
Yeah,
if you want to have
a I was going to say MJF would have to be like Christian wants to try to adopt MJF into the patriarchy and stuff like that. Be like, you seem lost. You've been betrayed. Don't worry. Your dad is here. I know you don't love your real dad, and your dad is greatly alive, but how about you get an actual dad, a father who is willing to step up? And MJF just gets pissed that Christian is wasting his time asking this, and so he decides to wrestle. But yeah, no, I don't even think MJF would care that Christian was carrying AEW. Like, he would just look at it and be like, whatever, dude. You were doing that with the little TV title that Sammy Guevara ruined. Like, I was doing it with Triple B, the real world title.
Facts.
Quotations.
Big,
yeah, you know.
Big facts, yes, big facts here. After this, they had a backstage segment here with John Moxley, where Moxley admitted that he still hurt from the events of Double or Nothing, but he would keep fighting. He'll keep on fighting. Keep on fighting from tonight and New Japan's the Dominion to Josh Barnett's Bloodsport Japan to obviously Forbidden Door. Again, just hyping up the other world title eliminator between Moxley and Rocky Romero. But before we get into all that, I know you said you didn't see it, but
nope. I'll listen to what you say about it, but I did not see the Learning Tree segment. I changed the channel. I turned it. I wanted to know if the Sci-Fi channel was still a thing, and it's still a thing. So there was some weird TV show going on Sci-Fi, and so I said, okay, I'll turn it there. But then afterwards, I had something I had to take care of. So this is where I stopped watching Dynamite live. I said, oh, I'm done watching Dynamite live last night and stuff like that. And then I didn't tune in until the main event. So I'm honestly super fresh with watching Dynamite because I just watched it before I did this review. Again, I watched it twice, technically.
No, it's okay, man. At least you're doing the best you can to watch the product. I'll give you that, Chase. But this is what happened, basically, bro. I don't know if you see the.
Jesus,
Christ. You know how in high school, like, you had that drama class, right? And they had these props on the stage. That's basically what this reminds me of.
Oh my goodness, bro! This problem, people like this shit now, and this is the fucking problem. We need that Breaking Bad meme. He can't keep getting away with this. Like, I swear, bro, Jericho finds a way, bro. This motherfucker is like Thanos. This dude just finds a way. Run for a minute, dread bit, Destiny arrives all the same, Jericho arrives all the same. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. This is why I can't watch it live. I have to. I cannot support this. If I support it via the rate, I may have supported it when I was fast forwarding it through my DVR. That's okay. If that's the only support I give it, that's fine. But I cannot watch it because I do not. I'll watch his matches on PLEs and stuff like that, but I cannot support this shit live no more.
I'm the learning tree. I am the learning tree. And
you guys need to stop with the Jericho vortex. Do not get fooled. Do not get pulled in. Do not be like, oh, this is great. Because the motherfuckers that are saying this is great, I'm going to call you out when you say it starts to suck. And it's like, no.
You mean the same people who want him to retire, the same people who want him to take time off, but yet on at the same sentence, oh man, this learning tree shit is amazing, man.
Look, if you've been consistent that you like Chris Jericho, I won't call it out. I will just say okay. But if you've been one of those people that have just been saying that Jericho needs to retire, then I'm gonna be like, okay. Well, you were saying that this motherfucker should retire. What made you change your mind in the last like week or so? Like, just because he's now doing goofy jokes? Like, no, stop it. We gotta stop with this vortex, bro. It's a horrible vortex.
Yeah. But basically he comes out, he's out there, talks about how he was in a tough fight with obviously Hook and Shibata, but his brain is still working, right? And he presents his special guest, that being Brian Keith, you know, the bandit, whatever they call him, right? The
hitman?
Yeah, the hitman or the bandit or whatever. Yeah. Brian Keith, right?
The mercenary.
And basically Keith said he joined Jericho because he believed Jericho was unfairly underappreciated.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So then this led to Hook to show up, and it looked like he was gonna go in there by himself, and then Samoa Joe's music hits. And Joe, you see him literally, like the camera just turns around and Joe's already in front of Hook, basically. And it looks like Joe whispers something in the Hook's ear, and they both walk away.
Oh man.
Who knows? Maybe this is Hook's. I remember in TNA when Samoa Joe was abducted by the ninjas in that van.
Oh God, I would like to forget about that, Steve. But
Maybe this is Hook's. Maybe this is Joe trying to welcome Hook into the nation of violence.
That's fine. I'm okay with Samoa Joe and Hook being a tag team. If that's what you want to do with Hook, that's fine. I just don't care for this learning tree stuff.
I hear you, brother. I hear you. So that's what happened. Then we got the Moxley versus Romero match. The match was, again, you really think, let's be honest, you really think Rocky Romero was going to get a shot at the IWGP World title anytime soon? No. He ended up losing via the Death Rider. So there you go. They interviewed backstage Samoa Joe and Hook, where Joe told Paquette they do not work on their they do not work on their time, that being the learning tree time, because dangerous men work on their own time. So there you go.
I like it. Short and sweet.
Yes, to the point. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let Hook be Joe's young boy.
Yeah, that's fine with it. I mean, because if you don't know, like, look, if the idea of Hook being a singles wrestler is not really anything that is coming to fruition anytime soon. The one thing about this with Jericho, I will say, is this: he probably let TK know, hey, look, I think Hook is fine too, but there's a long way to go for him to being a singles wrestler. He may need some more time. Samoa Joe, he did well as world champion for AEW. He's someone that can still go singles wise, but also too, I think, the tag team scene does need a little bit more teams in there. And I don't think a Samoa Joe and Hook team is a bad tag team to have in there. I really don't. So I think that'd be fine. And I think Samoa Joe helping Hook out is something that's very good. And, I think Samoa Joe's paying back the favor. Remember when Taz and TNA helped him out? Now he's repaying back the favor. He's helping. It's going. That's the real learning tree. Not whatever the fuck Jericho's doing.
And also, more importantly, it's long-term storytelling.
From TNA onwards, man, crazy.
Exactly. From the
just don't draw that penis on your face against.
Imagine, bro, he comes out there with the thing.
No,
comes out there with the outfit.
No, no nation of violence penis. That was just ridiculous. Like I get it that it was like the tribal tattoo and stuff. That's a Samoan tribe tattoo. But whoever drew it made it look so bad.
It did, bro. It did. But you know what, though, bro? It reminds us of the days of TNA, though. At least, like, you know what? When you see that, yes, it was bad and all, but it's like, man, that was my TNA. God damn it, it was my It's my TNA. You can't have it. From there, what we got here? Don Callis came to the ring to offer a contract to Orange Cassidy to join the family, the Don Callis family. Basically, Orange Cassidy ripped the contract in front of him, right? Even though Callis praised him, being one of the biggest performers of the industry today and all that stuff. And if you guys recall the last couple of weeks, it looked like we're going to get Orange Cassidy join the Don Callis family, but it didn't turn out that way. Cassidy ripped the contract and said no. And then this led to Stokely Hathaway and Chris Statlander, who obviously turned on Willow Nightingale at Double or Nothing, them to announce that their best friend accepts the invitation to join the Don Callis family. And that happened to have been Trent Beretta, who was dressed up in a suit and attacked Orange Cassidy. But before that, there was that whole like Kendrick reference. I don't like the way you talk, the way you look, and all that stuff as well. So, yeah. But then after this led to them hugging, that being Trent and Don Callis, which I kind of saw coming a mile away. It won't be Orange Cassidy, but it'll be Trent Beretta. And again, I think it went back to what you said in the post show. Trent is upset that he can't find a way to beat him.
Yeah.
So now he has to
trying to tell.
This is the story. Yes, this is the story. And now it led to him to go down so low that you have to join the Don Callis family.
Yeah, desperate man will do desperate things, man. That's pretty much the story they're trying to tell. So I'm fine with it. You know, like it made no sense for Orange Cassidy to join the Don Callis family, anyways. And you know, I'm fine with them. I just don't see the end vision with Trent Beretta. That's the only thing where it's like, okay, cool, but what is he going to be like TNT champion? Is he going to be someone like Trent's a good hand? Like I'm not trying to like Trent Beretta's not bad at all. I always thought he was a good wrestler. It's just okay. So what's your goal with this guy? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? Like continental, international? Like, it has to be something because Orange Cassidy's done a lot for AEW. You know, I feel like he's the guy. You know, we talked about many times. You know, Tony Khan not being aggressive and pushing the guy to the top and stuff. I don't know how this guy hasn't gotten a world title shot yet. I don't know how this guy has not even. No, he's had gotten world title shots. I mean, but after that international title run where he was Orange Cena and he was beating everyone, and when he lost to Moxley, it felt like okay, now he's ready for like the top of the card. I don't know why he hasn't reached that level yet and stuff. So, to me, I don't see Trent ever reaching that level that Orange Cassidy should be on. So, I was fine with it because like I said, Trent Beretta, like. He was done. Like, he can't find a way to beat this guy. And if he feels like Don Callis is the way to beat this guy, the only way I'll have a problem with this is that they just have Trent job out to Orange Cassidy the next show. So,
yeah. We also had backstage Renee Paquette interviewing Daniel Garcia and Matt Menard, where Garcia said he would climb the ranks to earn a shot at the AEW International title. That's nice.
I feel like he cuts the same promo Daniel Garcia. I feel like Daniel Garcia's promos are all it's like I'm here with Daniel Garcia. DG, what do you think you have to do? I lost that last big match and I didn't do what I needed to do, but I'm gonna find a way to climb the ranks and win. Insert title name here, and that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. That's what DG is gonna do.
And then it's just the dance.
Yeah, and then it goes, and then the little clip goes, and then later on, the commentators no sell that they saw the segment. They just move on to.
Did you see the clip? Did you see that clip that went? I guess is it only if you watch Dynamite internationally, where Taz went off on Tony Schiavone and I guess
my yes, that shit was funny. Like he go. This was during the Moxley and Romero match, and it obviously happened during the commercial break. And stuff, and that's where the international Dynamite, they're the real winners here because especially the Fight TV, if you do the whole VPN thing and stuff, because you don't get commercials. Because I remember too, like I'm so used to watching commercials when I was in Germany last year and I was watching the good old AEW Collision. I was confused. I was like, "Yo, where are the commercials at?" I was so confused.
Oh,
and then it turned, and then I was like, "Oh, this is what they get no commercials and stuff. That's cool." And so I guess Taz made a comment about Excalibur texting Tony Khan, and then Excalibur, very rude of him, by the way, to say, "Watch the match, dude." First of all, Excalibur, you're the main play-by-play person. You're not watching the fucking match. You're texting Tony Khan. You get snippy at Taz. Taz had every right to get all pissy at Excalibur. I was cool with Taz being upset at Excalibur, because Excalibur came at him for no reason. Like that was just a little bit too aggro for me, Mr. Excalibur. All right. And so Taz like, don't tell me to watch the match.
Yeah,
the New York came out of Taz. He was not having it.
Yeah, Taz was not having it at all, bro. He was not having it. And it looked like too, like if you notice, you're the play-by-play guy, but you keep stumbling upon your words, which I've also noticed from one Excalibur.
Can you highlight this Anika comment real quick? I like this.
They're playing a huge catch-up. They're playing a huge catch-up with Trent. This turn should have happened years ago. I agree.
Remember when he came back? Remember when he came back and he was jacked to the gills, but he was come back and he was wearing black and stuff? That right there I literally thought that right there, Nika. I thought he turned on OC. He's gonna go for the international title. He's gonna be all cutting these promos, being like, "You guys didn't even text me in the hospital" or some bullshit. I thought they were gonna do something. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I don't know if it'll work, but fuck it if you want to go." Because he came back gilled up, like he was all gilled up. And if you don't know what gilled up means,
on that
yeah, no, that was some steroids right there. The back knee was back knee, that's for sure. I was like, this guy's turning for sure. And then I think he just did the Stadium Stampede match, and then afterwards he was still jacked. That's the one thing about Trent. He has stayed jacked and he has stayed ready for this opportunity. So I'll give Trent those props, because not a lot of wrestlers would have stayed in the shape that he's been staying in.
Oh, of course, absolutely. And let's see where this goes for him, brother. Hopefully, all but the best. We did get the TNT TBS Championship match, because that's what it led to. Exactly, facts. It led to a TBS Championship match. What happened early in the night between Mercedes Moné and Sky Blue. It was short and sweet, bro. And again, you also got to factor in, there were talks that the Warner Bros. Discovery executives, the higher executives, were actually at the show. So of course, let's have Mercedes wrestle. It makes only sense, right? To have her wrestle.
In LA.
Exactly. In Inglewood, LA. Yeah, you get the idea, right? But yeah, Mercedes Moné won with the what are they calling her move? The money maker?
Yeah.
That's what they're calling the move. It was off the counter, off the Code Blue, yeah, the counter off of that. And then after this, who happened to appear on the ramp? The New Japan Women's Strong Champion, the New Japan Strong Women's Champion, or you get the gist, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's also the holder of the CMLL Women's Championship as well. The one, the only Stephanie Vauquer. Yes, Stephanie Vauquer showed up and lifted the title up. Insert soon, they're going to announce it, the match at Forbidden Door between Mercedes and Stephanie here. They did have a match, if I recall. They did have a match back in last year in that tournament where Mercedes did get hurt. If you recall,
okay.
They had an opening round match. So, I mean, listen, I've seen people. So who? I'll be honest, I am not familiar with her work. I'm not. But from what I've seen, some clips in here and that, she's all right.
Yeah, AEW did play a video package explaining what Excalibur was talking over about her. So that's what you need to do. You need to do these short little bios, so that way the people that say who's this random person can stop doing that. And they did a good job. I think Stephanie Vauquer is very talented. She is. I haven't seen too much of her newer stuff, but from what I saw from her, I think she's really good, especially from the New Japan US shows, because she is the strong champion, so she will always be around for those shows. So
what's going on, Big Mike?
What's up?
What up, Big Mike? Yeah, okay, I see you bringing back 2020. Okay.
No, doing some work. Took a small break.
Okay. We're talking about the Mercedes and Stephanie Vauquer match. They didn't even announce it, but you know that's happening. You know it's coming. Mike, I know you're probably gonna say it. Who?
I said that watching it the first time before I fell asleep, and then when I rewatched it, I said, "Who the heck is this again?" Like, I don't understand.
Well, she is the current New Japan's Strong Women's Champion. She's also the holder of the CMLL Women's Championship. She's been around, Japan, England, Mexico. Again, I'm not familiar with her work, right? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh man, but for what I've seen off the clips, she's pretty good." Also factor in, as a Peruvian, I should be, because she's Chilean, and there's like that war of the Pacific in South America. But nevertheless, I'm fine with it. I'm fine. They did, if you guys recall, Mike, I don't know if you remember this or not. I just said this moments ago, before you stepped in. I don't know if you remember, but that last year when Mercedes got hurt in that tournament, right?
Yeah.
to crown the inaugural women's champion for New Japan. Strong. The opening round match for Mercedes was against Stephanie Vacour.
I don't remember that. I only watched the final.
That's fine. That's fine. But nevertheless, man. I mean, listen. You know they're gonna announce it. It makes you think now. Who is Tony Storm gonna face? Likely someone from Stardom. I'm assuming you're right. Someone from Stardom, right?
I think she'll be going after the Stardom. Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah.
I mean, the New Japan Strong title is pretty much the equivalent of the TBS title. So I saw people being upset about that. They're like, "Oh, then who's Tony Storm going to face?" So I'm like, "Huh? Like, like, what do you mean? Like, the TBS and New Japan Strong Women's Championship makes sense to go against each other.
Yeah.
Just because she's the CMLL Women's Champion doesn't mean shit to me. Like, that's not really the belt that's of importance here.
I think what people's probably gripe is that these three titles, I guess, are being booked higher than the women's world title, but at this point, it doesn't really even matter.
Exactly, and that's a factor in too. Like we just mentioned moments ago. Tony, again, this Forbidden Door. Yes, it's New Japan and AEW, but if you've seen, they've also been trying to insert, CMLL. They even try to insert some Stardom. So we're gonna get a bunch of stuff here. So likely Tony Storm, being that she does have a history with Stardom, she's gonna probably have something to do with the Stardom Women's Champion and all that stuff. So there's that. What else happened here? We did get the Elite. The Elite showed up, all in fashion, right? Right. They all showed up, and obviously Jack Perry showed up in the school bus, right? The Elite showed up in a nice car as well, and they talked about what happened, right? They talked about what happened at Stadium Stampede, how on Monday, they released the top selling sneaker for Reebok. I guess.
Steve.
What happened?
In history,
yeah, and all that stuff, and because of what happened, they're also there to address the TNT title, because as we all know, Adam Copeland's out with an injury. He fucked up his tibia. He broke his tibia, so he's gonna be out. So the Elite, that being the Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, went on to give prizes, gifts, if you will, and they gifted Okada a custom Lamborghini. It's funny too because they were chanting CM Punk in the building, right? And Okada told everyone, "Shut up, you bitches." Which got a direct Okada chant from everybody.
What a great response.
And to everyone, and the thing, there's people who literally thought that, he lost his aura. I disagree. The aura is still there.
Him speaking English intensifies his aura.
Exactly, bro. But obviously the Elite, the Bucks present him with his own Lamborghini that he sold, that he's crying. They start chanting, "You deserve it," right? They start chanting all that stuff, and yeah. And then they go to present the gift for Jack Perry. It being that he was the one who pinned Bryan Danielson, right? He was the one who got the winning pin in his match. They were going to present him as the new TNT champion. That was their plan. And then out comes Christopher Daniels. The same Christopher Daniels who got fired by the Young Bucks.
I have a gripe with the second half of this segment. You can keep going.
Who got fired by the Young Bucks, right? And he announces that he has been positioned as the interim EVP by Tony Khan. Basically, he is there to deliver the message of Tony Khan. Basically, please tell me, because I don't know. Was Okada this hilarious in New Japan? He had his moments, not necessarily, but he had his moments here and there. But
in the press conferences before, like Dominion or Wrestle Kingdom, during the bigger pay-per-views, he would have his funny moments. So he had underrated funny moments, but not this funny. Like this is whole new level funny for him.
Yes. After this, so basically he goes on to say that regarding the TNT title, if Jack Perry wants to become the champion, you have to earn it. Because after all, in AEW, it's where the best wrestle, right? So basically, there's going to be qualifying matches, right? A tournament, if you will, to crown a new TNT champion in a ladder match, which likely will take place at Forbidden Door.
Can I get my thing out? So I'm getting ready to go in a few seconds.
Yeah, go on.
This second half of this segment was stupid. Number one.
Why?
These are EVPs. What makes Christopher Daniels the authority? Are they giving him the authority? Like Tony Khan's giving him like general manager status for this?
I guess what it is, he's there to basically deliver the message of Tony Khan.
Because if they said,
remember, Tony Khan can't be there, remember? Even though he was there at Double or Nothing in Vegas. But the idea is that Tony Khan is still working remotely, right?
Well, he keeps coming out there. That's stupid. That's stupid in itself. Not talking about that. That's a whole rabbit hole.
So
if they would have said, okay, he's a commissioner, Tony Khan's giving me commissioner roles, this is how it's going to go. He just said, this is the message. Like, I understand it's coming from the owner, but in a sense, it's just like back in the day with WWF, with Shawn Michaels used to come back periodically, be the commissioner of WWF. Same thing with Mick Foley. They would override the owner or the board of directors or the chairman of the board at the time. These are EVPs. So they have a little bit more say than Christopher Daniels. They could have still ran with the Jack Perry scapegoat being the title holder of the TNT title. They could have ran with that, and it would have still made sense because they're EVPs.
Oh, of course, I get what you're saying there too, but I think again, the idea is that he is delivering the message that Tony Khan is putting out there. So yeah. You go, Mike. There you go. They go, Big Mike. Here I am, soloing out for a bit until Chase comes back. What a waste it was. Even what a waste it was ever putting over this 50-year-old Adam Copeland for the end of Christian's great TNT title run. What happened Sunday was the universe trying to correct itself. Could be. Welcome back, Chase.
Thank you, Steve.
Welcome back. So yeah, man, like most likely you're gonna have Jack Perry in this tournament. Who knows? Who else do you see entering this tournament or this ladder match, whatever it may be here? You know what's crazy, bro?
Powerhouse Hobbs. He seems TNT worthy.
Well, he's out with an injury. Remember, he had surgery. He just had surgery.
Hold up, Steve. Hold up.
No problem. I'll take over for a bit here. Powerhouse Hobbs had surgery on his knee. Well, I think after the Moxley match, so I don't think he's. You know what's crazy? Who was the dude who used to be in La Facción Ingobernable? I forgot his name, but I praised the fuck out of him a couple of months ago. The big guy. Guys, let me know in the chat. Let me know. Remind me, because I'm having a brain fart right now. I'm having a. There you go, Preston Vance. There you go, Preston Vance. Whatever happened to him? He's probably he's probably counting the days, if you will. Romeo, shut up. It's not Adam's fault. He couldn't stand over 10 feet drop. Yeah. Basically. Oh my goodness. Make me play the audio here. We'll see. We'll see who else they put in there, but interesting. Likely he's gonna be Jack Perry, though. It looks like Jack Perry's gonna be winning that at the end of the day. We ended up getting so after this, right? The Acclaim showed up too. So They cleared everything. So yeah. We basically got also a video. We got a promo from Swerve Strickland where he said he needed to get his lick back on Kill Switch. That's why he ended up cutting his hair. If you recall, at the end of the match, he grabbed the scissor and cut off a part of his, like, I guess his hair, but even though it's part of the mask, so it really wasn't really his real hair. So there's that as well. It's also revenge for when Killswitch took part of his dread. So yeah. We also got Roosh, who cut a promo backstage welcoming back MJF, but said that if he messed with the bull, he would get the horn. So they're trying to like do something with MJF and Roosh. I mean, if you want to get MJF to get a quick win, to warm up, if you will, why not? Let it be Roosh. Does it make sense? Not really, but yeah, what else can you do, right? So after this, we had the number one contenders casino gauntlet match. The winner of this was going to go on to face Swerve Strickland at Forbidden Door. The participants in this match, just to basically give you guys some of the people that were in this match here, right? You had Will Ospreay. You had Mystico from CMLL. Jay White, Pac. From New Japan, Shota Umino. From New Japan, the returning to AEW of Leo Rush. Yeah, Leo Rush made his return to AEW last night and had that back and forth with Claudio. You had Orange Cassidy, you had Hechicero as well. Just overall, listen, I thought this was better than the first casino gauntlet match they had a while ago in Daly's place, in my opinion. Everyone had their moments to shine here, obviously. We did get Shota Umino and Will Ospreay going back at it from their New Japan days as well. There was that spot where Jay White, it looked like he spiked Will Ospreay with that back suplex. It looked like he landed on his head. Thankfully, he was okay. You even had Kyle O'Reilly, I think, also in this match. I could be wrong on that one. I think I am. Yeah, it was Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy, who again got attacked early in the night. It was all said and done, though, with an Oz cutter from Ospreay. He pins Orange Cassidy to now become the number one contender for the AEW World Title. And look who's here, bro. He may be, here he is. Walty, what's going on, brother?
He may be from the phone.
What's going on, brother? How you been? Where you at, bro? You at the hotel, bro?
I'm still the same place, but the iPad is in a little recovery mode.
You got a haircut, bro? Cut your hair?
I got a little haircut last week. It was last week, but
yes, you could tell Ospreay loves this match. You could tell he did.
I hopped in because I did watch the Gauntlet match, So,
what was your take on the Gauntlet match, Walty?
I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed the full Gauntlet. The surprises were kind of nice. I'm just shocked, that Ospreay, is challenging for the title so soon.
Let me ask you this question. We had a discussion earlier. I know Chase is still taking care of some business right now, but do you feel like the match was? Did you feel that it's way too soon?
I don't know, way too soon because I think they're just 2 months shy. No, what are we, May? So 3 months shy from when he should have had the title match. So It is kind of soon. I don't know. It's weird. Because Ospreay, his big moment should be when he in London, not in some random Long Island location. No offense.
I mean, listen, man.
He can win it wherever he wants, bro. Who cares?
He can win it. He can win it wherever he wants.
No, again, he could, but what about that big moment?
I mean, he'll still have. I think the idea of the idea of Will Ospreay walking out there with the title,
Or I think other people are just pissed too because Swerve, his title is gonna be cut short now. But it is what it is.
Yeah, you know what it is too, bro. I get that feeling too, but again,
I think Swerve's winning.
Oh, he could be winning too. It could be.
I think he's winning.
If he wins, then I think Ospreay does win the Owen, whatever the.
Well, we don't know who's in
the. Oh, I don't know, but he'll find a way to get a title match again. So that's all I know.
For sure. More so, how does this affect the plans for Wembley? I think.
Huh?
What?
How does this affect the plans for Wembley?
No, like the plans are going to stay the same. It's just going to be either Swerve faces MJF for the world title or not.
Yeah.
Oh, MJF's going for the world title? Is that what you think?
I mean, here's the thing. Probably, but you also got to factor this into. Roosh's cult is waiting for MJF, so I get this like a little
first round of the Owen.
First match,
first round of Owen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first round of Owen. Then that'll tell. That'll tell.
Here's the thing too, right? The winner of the Owen, men and women, they're gonna get a shot at the world title at Wembley.
Owen.
Yeah. So my thing is, bro, you have to be big time names, bro. The big time player. You can't just have freaking you just can't have, for example, Dante Martin.
I knew you were gonna say Dante.
You can't have Brian Keith. You can't you know what? I'll even be that guy. I'll even be that guy. You can't even have Kyle O'Reilly. I don't want to hear it. Bro.
Come on, why not? Kyle O'Reilly, man. The big return.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. He's on Rampage. He's on Rampage this Friday, bro.
No, he's on Collision. He's gonna fight Will Ospreay.
He's also on Rampage, bro. He has some words to say on Rampage.
Christopher Daniels told me it was Friday Night Dynamite.
Oh yeah, Friday Night Dynamite, not Rampage. My bad.
Yeah,
my bad. I'll be watching. What time is it on?
Friday Night Dynamite. It's on at 13 o'clock, Walter. 13:30 a.m.
Yes, and everyone knows already. And everyone already knows.
This is the hashtag AEW Rampage after it. Like, no one's watching that, dude. Yeah. Stop.
Steve, this is a different show. This is Friday Night Dynamite. Rampage. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, did you see the fake Adam Pearce say? Oh, my bad.
Oh no,
Friday Night Dynamite, Steve. Come on,
bro. Christopher Daniels was basically, we got Adam Pearce at home.
So I said fake Adam Pearce.
Yeah,
work from home, Adam Pearce.
See, that's my thing. I wish Tony Khan's the one that got attacked. Like, I know Christopher Daniels got fired, but Tony Khan should be being much more of a dick on television. That's just my thing.
He can't. That's not him.
It's not him at all. It's not him. And you know what is not it also, bro? It's not it that we went this entire show, right? We went this entire program, right? And we didn't talk about the rating, bro. The rating. Again, the rating from last night was 787,000.
Oh, huge increase.
It's a little increase, a little increase. Again, people, there was no NBA, right?
Was there NHL?
There's an NHL, but I mean,
Messi was playing, right? Or was it the thing?
I'm sure Messi was playing. I'm sure he was. Shit, he's about to have Angel Di Maria joining him real soon. Sky Blue needs to be champion by the end of 2024. Yeah, it could be. Could very well be.
We'll see.
Maybe challenge for that Ring of Honor women's television.
Okay, if we're talking about Ring of Honor,
why not? Why not? Yeah, go on ahead. Go ahead.
Paywall of Honor, as you would say.
Paywall of Honor, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I mean, there was no competition, right? I guess the NHL, right? But to be fair,
come on, man.
Screw that. Got to talk about Sexy Red's 18-49 demo. That's way more impressive.
Well, what was the demo for her? I heard Sexy Red drew a good number.
She did. She got people tuning in, bro. She really did. She delivered, bro. She delivered. And I know she's hosting Battleground, which I know a lot of people don't watch. There's some people who don't watch it. So I mean, what can
Don't
we
watch
say?
what? Battleground.
Look at this. We
Oh,
mentioned
you got
Sexy
Big
Red,
Mike
and
too?
look who shows
Yeah, I
up.
got
What's going on, Big
what?
Mike?
When I can sense some clampers
We
being popped
summoned
back,
him.
so I had to
Oh,
come
man.
back.
Yeah,
summoned
man.
Mike.
Just like Booker T. How he was so excited.
Oh,
Yeah, I like
I like it.
Sexy
Oh,
Red.
look at that Trick Williams.
Oh, look at her, Vic. Look at her shake it.
You saw Trick too, just turning around like, oh my gosh,
course
she's
he
twerking.
did.
She's twerking to my theme song, yo. Happy days, yo. Happy days. Yeah, we'll talk about this real quick because because come Monday it's gonna be old news, kind of. The big news as well in the world of NXT. This relationship with TNA, man, total nonstop action wrestling. In case for those of you that aren't aware, at Battleground, live from the Apex, the UFC Apex in Las Vegas on June 9th, it's going to be Roxanne Perez defending her women's title against TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace, Romeo's great friend, the same Jordan Grace that follows Romeo on Twitter.
Yeah, man. It should be a good match.
Bro, they were chanting TNA in NXT.
I don't know.
They were chanting TNA, bro.
Hey, bro, it's
If you would have
2024,
2024, bro, if you would have told me in 2014, bro, that would happen, I would not believe you. Now, there's also discussions that there's going to be more to this. We're going to see some NXT talent heading over to TNA in the Impact Zone, and also likely more TNA talent heading over to NXT as well. Part of this talent relationship, whatever it may be. I'm just intrigued to see who from NXT goes over there. You know?
Oh, this comment.
What happened, Mike?
This comment. Let me highlight it.
Yes. It was revealed today on Busted Open
Pause.
that Grace will have an open challenge at Against All Odds on June 14th. So who knows? Maybe someone from Meiko Satomura.
You think so?
Man, when's the last time she showed up?
During the 2.0 days?
She put over Roxanne Perez, and that was it.
Or maybe Lola Vice?
Oh, imagine.
Not that. No one wants to see that hoe.
No,
Shayna Baszler's going to put her in her place.
Oh, what? Oh, man.
Whoa. Shayna Baszler's my favorite wrestler. I mean, I think it's disrespectful what Lola Vice is doing. This is why wrestling is in the mud right now. And Sexy Red, whatever her name is, Ski Girl, she is promoting all this bad behavior, just promoting this horrible behavior of, just booty shaking and ass clapping. It's rather disgusting. I feel very disgusted as a fan watching. I don't think kids should be watching this product. It's horrible, and I cannot wait till Shayna Baszler reminds Lola Vice why she made the transition to WWE, because she cannot handle when a real combat sports star kicks her ass. Because last I checked, Shayna Baszler fought in the UFC. Lola Vice, she was stuck on Bella shit. Like no one cares about that crap. Come on,
Bellator, not even a thing no more. Or also factor in.
It still is. It's just somebody pick up.
Yeah. Or maybe. Robin makes a point here. When the tab music hit at Against All Odds, goosebumps. When that mana kicks in effect, goosebumps.
The Rock always liked TNA. Remember, The Rock made a TNA debut before anyone else.
Yeah.
He inducted Ken Shamrock.
Exactly.
via video, but still made a debut on TNA.
Exactly, bro. So anything can happen here, bro.
No, Crystal Claire finally with the great take from Crystal Claire. I agree, Chris. Fuck that booty shaking hoe.
Hey yo. And also,
shut up.
And also at the end of NXT, you had the debut of all ego Ethan Page attacking
like
Trick
that.
Williams.
I like that move. I don't know if he's signed full time, but I like it.
They said that he signed. Now, I didn't see it come. I didn't expect it, right? So I like that shock value of it, right? I'll be that guy. Even though people, oh, here we go. He looked more important here in this segment alone than his entire run in AEW or Ring of Honor. He looked
it was a main event segment.
He looked more
NXT
important
champion.
here, bro. And I love Vic Joseph. Vic Joseph was like, wasn't he an AE? Whoa. Booker T's like,
Booker's
whoa.
like,
oh, don't be saying that now, Vic.
Yeah, Vic, he almost got in trouble twice.
Yeah, I almost said, holy sh.
Yeah. I mean, their commentary was good.
It was.
Yeah.
It was good, bro. And again,
you know, the thing with Ethan Page, I just think that the AEW just didn't really use him to his actual full potential.
Exactly.
But I always thought like he was it. Like the thing with Ethan Page, he wasn't bad in the things that he was in. It was just the things that he was in were bad. Like, you know, like the TNT title scene that ruined the title. Let's be real. That horrible, like with Sky, him, and the American. Oh, terrible. Like, and stuff like that. I always just. Oh, and then who remembers MJF's build faction? What was it with Stokely? Was it called the Firm? I couldn't even remember the name of them. Like you felt, oh, this is gonna be perfect. Ethan Page is gonna be like MJF's little like heater and stuff, and then maybe I'm not saying Ethan Page winning the world title, but I'm just saying like Ethan Page, you know, gets this comeuppance, he gets a title shot at MJF. Like it was just like, oh man, like I thought the Pinnacle was the other faction that failed.
Sean Spears.
Sean Spears and the Revival, FTR, and stuff. Word. So, but yeah, and Wardlow. How can we forget our boy Wardlow? But
counting the days. He's counting the days right now.
I just need to drink 10 more protein shakes, and then I'm finally free from this company. The Pinnacle, man, the Firm. Yeah, like it was just the stuff he was in. He wasn't necessarily bad. It was just the ideas were bad, and I always felt the biggest mistake he made wasn't even in the ring. It was outside the ring. He had a successful vlog where he would go to toy shops and buy stuff, and he wanted to take his Ring of Honor career more seriously, so he stopped doing that. And I remember I said to myself, he's going to regret this, man, because why is he like I don't think Tony Khan cares if he does toy videos or anything like that. Unless Tony Khan made a comment backstage like, hey, you know, I really don't like that you play with action figures. Like, you know how Vince didn't like that Finn Balor had like the Legos and stuff like that. He probably didn't
Lego,
like
pal.
No, what do you mean you're focus on your Lego collection? That's weird. Like he didn't like Zack Ryder because of the action figure shit. Like he didn't like any. Like Vince was anti all that and stuff like that. So
this is your guy, Paul. The fuck is this?
You want him playing with Legos? That's sick. Oh, can you imagine? You support a world champion who likes Legos? Like the worst scene ever. It's like Undertaker and Shawn Michaels back in the day. Well, I don't think we could push Shelton, Vince. He's playing his PSP backstage. Like it was like, what? He's playing video games. Oh no, he's not. He doesn't want to get into bar fights like us and stuff. Exactly. So,
well, TK asked everyone to stop vlogging because AEW backstage was happening. See how that show turned out.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. But the thing was, he was just vlogging toy shops. He was just vlogging as a toy collector and stuff. So really, to be honest, man, I'm just being honest. Just being honest. Like I thought that was the biggest mistake Ethan Page made was stopping that to focus on Ring of Honor. And I think he explained more about that in the interview he did with Chris Van Vliet. But I just feel like that was the biggest mistake he made. And honestly, it was something that he should have never done. But I'm glad that he's getting this shot in him being in WWE. I think that's what's more shocking. He never screamed, like, obviously mic wise screamed WWE. Look wise, I don't know.
I literally thought he was going back to TNA reform with
TNA main eventer.
Well, but didn't we say this too though a long time ago? Like, yo, Cody going back to the Fed You're gonna see this whole wave now of AEW talent who are
They're good friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
who are making their way up, who are potentially making their way to the Fed.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
just like
One
Lexus
other
King,
AEW guy's
like
definitely waiting.
Lexus King, Brian Pillman Jr., Sean Spears. Even though he was a Fed guy from the beginning, but still he's back over there, right?
I think it
Um,
counts.
Jade Cargill, if you want to counter too,
That has to
um,
count.
and of course now Ethan Page.
And then we know who's next after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, AEW definitely plays a role in like helping these people get these type of jobs that obviously to keep them away from AEW, but also too maybe WWE saw them on AEW and said, "Let us take you. We can use you and stuff." And then the thing was, I think what helped is just Cody, being an EVP leaving. That's where I feel like a lot of people are like, "Oh, this EVP is willing to leave this place." Like, I could leave to go to WWE too. And Cody made that bet. It wasn't a guarantee that Cody was going to be the huge mega star that he is today. The literally the face of the company. You can argue one of the best baby faces the WWE. Oh yeah. Sean loves Ethan. I think he'll love Ethan Page. The guy could cut a promo out on anything. Like you can tell Ethan Page, cut a promo on this mop, and he will cut a promo on the mop. Like he's one of those guys, very nice guy, but knows how to play the villain when needed. Like he knows how to play the villain. I think he should be an NXT champ.
Within a year.
You know what's crazy, bro? So when he was in TNA, right? And I said this years ago when he was in TNA when they broke up the North. I literally thought, okay, this guy's gonna probably be the world champion. He gave me Bobby Roode like early.
Yeah,
TNA
he was the Bobby Roode to Josh Alexander's James Storm.
Yeah, he gave me those vibes. Like, oh, I'm off the chain. No, yeah, green. Like,
and
yeah,
the North was a really good tag team, and they could have had that same kind of similar story. It's Josh Alexander, just a more well polished wrestler than James Storm. Like it's like the reverse. James Storm was a good talker, wrestler wise. He was main event Jey Uso before main event Jey Uso. Just relying on. That's what he was. Let's call it how we say it. James Storm was not that good in the ring. He literally just did double A spine buzz. He literally
super kick.
Like if it was not a hardcore, if it was a hardcore match, James Storm was great. But everything else. It was the entrance, same thing to the T, to the entrance. Long necks and rednecks are my friends. Beer, pop, and whiskey makes this rugged hand. And it's just like, oh man, dude, he was main event Jey Uso before Jey Uso was main event Jey Uso. Like, good entrance, could talk, had a couple catchphrases if he needed to fill in. Sorry about your damn look. It's pretty much yeet.
Rider.
Yeah, exactly. And then afterwards, the bell rang. It's just whatever. But Josh Alexander's the opposite. Like, really good worker. I could work on it as a talker. Like, I can only hear so many. Like, I'm the heart and the soul. And it's like, okay, cool, bud. That's great.
Mr. TNA.
Mr. TNA there, yeah.
Mr. TNA.
But I also love, like, I'm seeing like a lot of the TNA roster like going on Twitter, like, like making their requests and this and whatnot. I think that's very cool.
Hey, they gotta do what they gotta do, get that exposure.
Now, who do I see going from NXT to TNA? Maybe a Natty, right? A surprise to challenge Jordan Grace, because there was talks that she wants to face Jordan Grace and all that stuff, and so there's that too. Honestly, guys that they're people that they really aren't using on NXT. Like I saw on Twitter today, Brooke Jensen posted his email for like bookings and all that stuff. I think personally, bro, him going to TNA, even if it's like to fuck with people that he got let go, I think he'll be used good there. Doing better there than what the fuck he's doing on Tuesday nights. That's for sure.
I saw someone's crazy booking. They were like, "Oh, AJ Styles can't go for the world title. Gavin where he goes for the TNA world title." I was like, "Oh no, stop!
I don't
this
think.
nonsense."
I just think it's through NXT.
TNA world title. Yeah, keep it NXT level. Keep it where NXT and TNA are. Hey, look, if you want Moose to be the TNA NXT champion, that's fine. I'm cool with him doing
Yeah, Trick
holding both
versus
those belts.
Moose. Okay.
Yeah, but like Drew McIntyre, Drew, stop. You're
Drew
going for the
Drew
world
Galloway?
heavyweight champion. Yeah, you did your time. You did your time. You and Lashley did your time in TNA. Yeah, you know what, Chad Gable, you want to make an impact, go make it there in TNA. You don't need to be in WWE. Otis can send you to TNA, and then that's where you can do. We talk about Chad Gable's contract, his new contracts with TNA. I don't know how they're going to pay him, but they're going to find a way and stuff like that. So
Oh,
it is what it is.
Oh, hey Bobby, we got your headband waiting for you right here, man. Your headband is waiting for you.
They got to take a loan out. Oh, they got to take a loan out for Bobby. Come on, bro.
Your headband is waiting, brother. Waiting for you right
you
here.
know what? If Bobby Lashley wants to bring the what's his faction? Pride.
The Pride. Yeah.
The Pride.
Yeah, bring them there.
The Pride versus the System. Why not, bro? Sign me up.
Yeah, no, but I think TNA and NXT they fit the vibes because here's the thing: if you're a WWE main roster viewer and you go from Raw and SmackDown, and then you go to TNA, it's such a jolt. It's just like, oh, it's like they don't look the same. Raw and SmackDown going to Dynamite, they at least feel and look the same. Like if AEW and WWE work together, it would feel and look the same in terms of size of the arena, production, everything of that nature. TNA and NXT, they fit each other so well. They're so different when it comes to, just how the shows are presented and produced. I'm fine with TNA and NXT working with each other.
That's fair. Joe Henry is already working on his Alexis King music video. That's possible too. Possible as well. Like I said, so on Cage Match, it was a 7.86 out of 10.
Wait, what? AEW or NXT?
AEW. Come on now.
I heard it was good. Well, for the most part, it seemed like a good episode.
It was a decent episode. It was decent, but of course, it was 7.87 rating after all on the show.
It was more watchable than most.
Oh, come on, man.
Got Millie, hey, man.
Give him some credit. We got a Forbidden Door main event now. Come on.
I know. Should be a fun one, man. Walter, you want to go, bro? You trying to go?
Oh, now you want to go?
Oh, wow, that's a fitting name for all the virgins out there, the Forbidden Door, because that's the one thing they'll never see.
Well,
you're playing some hack footage, Steve. Come on, man. You
know
he doesn't like that.
Hey, man, we're in that season.
That AI footage.
We're in this. We're in the season, man. It's that
Steve,
time
just
of
go to Forbidden Door. Stop the being. Do you want to go or not? Just pony up.
I don't know. There's Forbidden Door, then there's SmackDown on the 28th.
Oh yeah, there's SmackDown.
From live.
Roman ain't there anymore. Yeah. I know he ain't there anymore. No matter.
You want to see the dark match of Cody versus?
No, it's Jay versus. It's Jay
Uso versus Damian Priest. The dark match.
Yeah. Oh man, you want to pay for main event James Storm and James Storm? No, you're in the mud, Steve. You want to pay for James Storm versus
Jack Swagger
versus Crimson? You're paying for James Storm versus Crimson and stuff, and then that's what you're telling me. We have Will Ospreay and goddamn Swerve going for the world championship. And you're like, oh, I want to go to SmackDown. See this main event, Jey Uso versus Damian. Fuck that. You can see that anyway. Steve, go back to Backlash. You can watch it there with the fans. They're going, Jey. And then there you go. You see it right there. What? Well, there's no content. You got to go to Forbidden Door. That's way more important than SmackDown on the 28th.
We'll see.
That's like me being in Vegas and be like, oh, I'm going to go to the TNA show on the 28th. But Chase, Connor, and Chandler's in town on the 29th. Nah, got to go to TNA.
Oh, wow. Are they really? Are they really in TNA? Are they really in Vegas on the 28th?
I think they are.
Oh, that's crazy. But anywho, guys, if you got anything else you guys want to touch base on before we put a bow on this? Because I know, Chase, you got a game to catch in the...
Yeah, we're starting to come back, bro.
The comeback's happening, yeah, man. Anthony Edwards. Not so fast.
All I want was Wolves to win one. So, massive.
One game at a time.
Oh, come on.
One game at a time. That's it, man. We're gonna keep
Yeah,
pushing,
you
bro.
Boston's gonna rest up for a bit, I guess.
Basically.
Oh, they got no
Just-
choice because the finals
just-
isn't gonna move. It's just
Yeah, just like the Celtics last year when they pushed the game 7, we're doing the same fucking shit.
That should have been wild, bro. That'd be wild.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
Boston
I
is
believe
pushing.
in my team. I believe in
That's-
Cat. Meow 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 meow.
No, that's when I picked
Meow,
Miami
meow,
to win
meow,
that
meow,
game
meow,
7. I remember
And
that.
to play the same way he played in Game 4.
Yes.
And then we'll have Cat play the same thing like that. So don't worry, man.
Cat.
After all that,
Man.
it's happening.
Yes. So in case you guys have missed it, we've been active on the channel here. We've been really this past Tuesday, we didn't do a Raw rundown, but we did do a watch along to NXT. Of course, with the news of Sexy Red showing up and Jordan Gray showed up, Ethan Page, and all that stuff. So yeah, we did that. On Sunday night after Double or Nothing, we did do a post show to Double or Nothing. We did a post show. So make sure you go give that a watch when you get a chance. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to our secondary channel, ATP Clips, linked in the description box below. We have some clips there. We'll be uploading some more clips soon, but it's basically all the crazy and outlandish shit that we have said here on ATP throughout the years. And you guys know basic stuff already, right? You know, again, what this, already, you know the vibe already, right? What does he even do?
Uploads on that channel yet?
What happened?
We got any uploads on the Clips channel yet?
We have some
like
videos
3.
up there. Yeah, 3 videos up there already.
3 vids? Okay. I'm going to check them out.
Yeah, for sure, of course. So in case also as well, guys, follow the Around the Point Network on X at AT Point Network. You guys can follow me on X at Heel Steven. Big Mike, let them know where can they check you out, brother.
You can catch me outside like it's 20.
Oh yeah, Gable's contract's coming up too. Likely go to TNA. We'll see.
Like,
Anybody's contract that's up, just ship them to TNA. We good.
We good. Yeah, man. What we saying? But catch you outside, Mike. Catch you out. Okay, how about that? Okay.
But you can follow me on X at Detroit Gamer 313.
There you go. Chase, let them know where can the fine folks check you out, man, on social
Yeah,
media.
you guys can vote for me for president this year. I'm gonna be going for president. I
Chase
think my
for
chances
Liberty.
at Chase for Liberty. So you guys gotta vote for me. I'm representing the Libertarian Party. I'm not 35 yet, but somehow I'm eligible. I can become the next president of the United States of America.
At Chase Oliver 68 becomes president. This country is so screwed.
At Chase Oliver 68. I'm close to. I'm everything under the sun, according to all these people. It's going to be a great time and stuff. But yeah, so apparently I'm stealing votes away. But yeah, I'm going to be running for president. You guys can vote for me. Yes, yeah, I'm stealing votes. But you guys can vote for me. Get me closer. If you don't like Biden, if you don't like Trump, you can chase for liberty. You can vote for Chase Oliver. Vote for Chase is the right vote for the human race. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, follow me on Twitter at Chase Oliver 68, and vote for me come election season. I have 2 fists. One's pride, one's power, and I'm gonna lead this pride and power into the government office.
There you go.
Goosebumps.
Yes. And Walter, let them know where can they check you out, brother.
On X at Hey, I'm Walter.
There you go, guys. Again, bro, we talked about everything here today. Was it too soon? That's for y'all to decide. But for myself, for Chase, for Big Mike, for Walter, for the gang, this has been Something About Dynamite here on the Around the Point Network. Peace out, everybody.
No, man.